Hello students, we are back with unit number 3 one shot for the re-NEET 2026. आप सबको तो पता ही है यूनिट नंबर 3 इसमें 3 चैप्टर्स हैं. सेल द यूनिट ऑफ लाइफ, बायोमोलिक्यूल्स काफ़ी परेशान किया होगा इस चैप्टर ने, एंड यूनिट उसमें द थर्ड चैप्टर इज द सेल साइकिल. So let's start with the cell, the unit of life. Robert Hooke observed many tiny hollow room-like structures in a cork slice which is a dead tissue. 1665 में and called them cells. So in his book Micrographia, Latin word इसका मतलब है cellular, a little room. So what is a cell? It is a unicellular organism are capable of, अगर हम यूनिसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स की बात करें जो सिंगल सेल से ही बने हुए हैं, तो वो एज ए इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे पूरा एक इंडिविजुअल एग्जिस्ट करता है जो सारे फंक्शंस कर सकते हैं, ऑल लाइफ प्रोसेसेस डन बाय द सिंगल सेल बॉडी. सो बट अगर हम मल्टी सेलुलर की तरफ जाते हैं तो सेल बिकम्स अ स्ट्रक्चरल एंड फंक्शनल यूनिट, सबसे स्मॉलेस्ट यूनिट. So fundamental structure and functional unit of all living organisms. So anything less than a complete structure of a cell does not ensure independent living. क्योंकि उसी के बाद हमारा सेकेंड चैप्टर हम लिंक करते हैं बायोमोलिक्यूल्स के साथ, जिसमें हम सेल्स के अंदर साइटोप्लाज्म और सेल ऑर्गेनल्स की कॉम्पोजिशंस को अंडरस्टैंड करते हैं. Anton von Leeuwenhoek, so in 1673 discovered animalcules, single cell organisms in 1673. सेल थ्योरी में आपको 3 साइंटिस्ट ध्यान रखने, 1838, 1839 और 1855, ये 3 years, and they are German botanists, and one of them is German zoologist Malthus Schleiden and Theodor Schwann. So who saw that the cells have a thin outer layer which is known as plasma membrane. It is spoken by them. He also concluded, it is by Schwann, that plant tissues, the presence of cell wall is a unique character of the plant cells. तो ये Schwann ने बोला था, being a zoologist. On the basis of this, Schwann proposed a hypothesis that cells and the products of cells, all the animals and plants are composed of cells and products of cells. Then we see the cell theory did not explain how the new cells were formed. जो starting में था वो उसका disadvantage था. So Rudolf Virchow, he gave in 1855 omnicellular, e-cellular. All cells organisms are composed of cells and products of cells. All cells arise from pre-existing cells. Overview of cells की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो इस पूरे पैराग्राफ में you can see यहाँ पर है difference between animal cells versus plant cells. In the second paragraph, difference between eukaryotes and prokaryotes. In the third paragraph, importance of cytoplasm. And then in this fourth paragraph, similarities between eukaryotes and prokaryotes. So it is having cell membrane and ribosomes. That is a similarity between these two, eukaryotes and prokaryotes. Difference between animal and plant cell mainly is of the cell wall. And the cell membrane is the delimiting for thin delimiting outer membrane in plants के अलावा animal cells in the human cheek. So dense membrane bound structures called nucleus, they both have. What is the difference between a eukaryote and a prokaryote? So it is about the membrane bound nuclei, and it is there in eukaryotes. That's it. And yes, in both of them there is a semi-fluid matrix called cytoplasm which occupies the volume of the cell. Importance क्या है? It is cytoplasm जो होता है ये main arena होता है cellular activities in both plant and animal cells. So various chemical reaction occur in it to keep it the cell in a living state. You can see here various types of cells. आप RBCs देखो, round and biconcave, 7 micrometers का diameter है. WBCs amoeboid है. Tracheid elongated है. Long and narrow columnar epithelial cells का feature है. तो as a match the column आप ये देख सकते हैं. Figure identify आ सकता है, तो be very careful. Mesophyll cells round and oval है. And the nerve cells is branched and long. It is one of the longest of the cells. So they may vary on functions. Shape and activities varies on the basis of function. Next is prokaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells, they are smaller, multiply rapidly. They rapidly multiply as compared to eukaryotes. There are 4 shapes in bacteria. Bacillus is rod shape. Coccus is spherical. Vibrio, spherulum, spiral. Typical bacteria 1 to 2 micrometer है. PPLO is about 0.1 micrometer. Pleuropneumonia like organisms. Viruses 0.02 to 0.2 micrometer होता है. Then we can see that is all here. There is a lot of assertions also in this. Now next पे जाते हैं. Cell envelope and its modifications may most of the prokaryotic cells have chemically complex cell envelope, tightly bound 3-layered structure. So this I will show you in another diagram. So gram positive and gram negative on the basis of cell envelope and the manner in which they respond to staining procedure, and it is by Christian Gram. Gram positive जो बैक्टीरिया होते हैं वो जो स्टेन ले सकते हैं, they take up the gram stain, and gram negative they do not take up the gram stain. So glycocalyx is the covering, this outermost covering. Slime, it is loose sheath. Capsule, it is thick and tough. So what is the role of the cell wall? It determines the shape of the cell and provides strong structural support to prevent the bacterium from bursting or collapsing. मुझे बच्चों ने बहुत रिक्वेस्ट की थी कि मैम इसका ब्रेन मैप दो. ये 2 से 3 पेजेस हैं, तो हमारे आप सबके लिए ये एक ब्यूटीफुल सा डायग्राम है. मेरे लिए तो ये बहुत ब्यूटीफुल है, बट इसको स्टडी कैसे करना है? तो बायोवेज के सारे डायग्राम्स कैसे स्टडी करते हैं? क्लॉकवाइज मोस्टली और आउटर टू इनर. So here, this is summary of those 3 to 4 pages, जो मेरा सबसे बड़ा the positive aspect है कि मुझे ऐसे डिजाइनिंग करना बहुत पसंद है. So you can see here, this is the glycocalyx, this is the cell wall, and this is the plasma membrane. 3-layered chemically complex cell envelope is single protective unit. Glycocalyx, it differs in composition and thickness. अगर slime layer बोलेंगे उसको, अगर वो loose sheath है. Capsule बोलेंगे अगर वो thick and tough है. Cell wall structural support है, prevents bacteria from collapsing and bursting. Plasma membrane selectively permeable है, similar to eukaryotes. Flagella, it provides mobility, thin है, filamentous है, and it range in number and arrangements. हर एक बैक्टीरियम का अपना एक होगा पैटर्न. फ्लैजिला सेल वॉल से एक्सटेंशन लेता है. इसके 3 हिस्से होते हैं. एक होता है फिलामेंट जो सबसे लॉन्गेस्ट है, एक्सटेंड्स फ्रॉम सेल टू आउटसाइड एनवायरमेंट, एंड इट हैज अ हुक एंड इट हैज अ बेसल बॉडी. Pili is elongated tubular structure. It is made up of special protein, that is pillin proteins, and it has fimbriae. It is small and bristle-like. It has the bacteria attached to rocks and host cells. ये वाला जो डायग्राम आप देख रहे हैं, ये वाला स्ट्रक्चर, दिस इज क्रोमैटोफोर. इट इज मेम्ब्रेनियस एक्सटेंशन, कंटेन्स पिगमेंट्स इन साइनोबैक्टीरिया. इसके अलावा वी कैन ऑल्सो सी द राइबोसोम्स. ये रहा राइबोसोम 70S टाइप है. इसमें 2 सब यूनिट्स हैं, 50S एंड 30S. प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस में हेल्प करता है. पॉलीसोम्स क्या होते हैं? जब एक सिंगल mRNA से सेवरल राइबोसोम्स कॉम्प्लेक्स बना लेते हैं, अटैचमेंट, एक mRNA से मल्टीपल राइबोसोम्स यूनिट्स जुड़ी हुई हैं और वो प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस में पार्ट ले रहे हैं, सो दैट ट्रांसलेट्स द mRNA टू प्रोटीन्स. तो दिस इज द स्ट्रक्चर. And then we come to the gas vacuoles. Gas vacuoles is seen in the blue, green, purple and green photosynthetic bacteria. It has all these granules, हमने दिखाए हैं अलग अलग कलर से. Phosphate granules, Synophician granules and glycogen granules. अच्छा, there is this cell folding, plasma membrane की inner folding. Remember, it is infolding of cell membrane, and this is mesosomes. It increases the surface area for reactions, cell wall formation, DNA replication and distribution, respiration and secretion. Nucleoid, this is the nucleoid region. It is naked single chromosome or circular DNA. Plasmid is small circular DNA. It confers unique phenotypic characters. Example, antibiotic resistance. अब आप 2 years course पढ़ रहे हैं तो you can link it with the biotechnology where we have used the plasmid as a vector, right? The primitive method of making a GMO. So all this we have covered here, and now we move to the next eukaryotic cell topic. ये kingdom protists, plant और animals के अंदर हैं. They all have eukaryotes, and almost you can see the last central vacuole, cell wall and plasmids are the uniqueness for the plants, and on the other hand animal cells have centrioles which are absent in almost all plant cells. Remember, almost all plant cells hai. So here we can see this is the cell. It is a typical eukaryotic cell, 10 to 20 micrometer. Extensive compartmentalization hai. It has complex locomotory and cytoskeletal structure. It has a genetic material organized to chromosomes. It has a membrane-bound organelles present, and it is organized nucleus with nuclear envelope. Then we can see the comparison is the same thing which I have covered in the paragraph. But yes, chloroplast के ऊपर हम थोड़ा देख सकते हैं. So chloroplast में भी let's see the chloroplast cytoplasm में. साइटोप्लाज्म के अंदर वी कैन सी इट इज सेमी फ्लूइड मैट्रिक्स. इट इज ऑक्यूपाइंग द वॉल्यूम ऑफ द सेल, मेन अरीना फॉर सेलुलर एक्टिविटीज, एंड इट हैज वेरियस केमिकल रिएक्शंस occurs for the living state, right? Okay. Next we have the cell membrane. Cell membrane, you can see here the details, the fluid mosaic model of the plasma membrane by Singer and Nicholson in 1972, which has been studied in the RBCs, and 52% of the protein and 40% are the lipids. And you can see here they have a lipid bilayer. So it is hydrophilic part, the polar head, which is outer, and the non-polar tail is inner, hydrophobic. So, and there are proteins, integral proteins, they're totally or partially buried inside it. They have cholesterol, they have partly buried the proteins. And you can see here peripheral proteins. Peripheral proteins, the main components हैं, they lie on the surface, and they have a sugar, that is the carbohydrates. किसके बेसिस पे दो प्रोटीन्स डिसाइड होते हैं? ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ ईज ऑफ एक्सट्रैक्शन. नेक्स्ट वी टॉक अबाउट इट्स फ्लूइडिटी. फ्लूइड मोज़ाइक मॉडल में, सो लिपिड्स इनेबल्स द प्रोटीन फॉर लेटरल मूवमेंट्स. लिपिड्स ऑल्सो शो क्वाजी फ्लूइड नेचर हेयर. सो फ्लूइडिटी के क्या इंपॉर्टेंस है? सेल ग्रोथ में हेल्प करेगा, सेल डिविजन में, सिक्रीशंस, एंडोसाइटोसिस, फॉर्म्स ऑफ इंटरसेलुलर जंक्शंस. इन सब के हमने एग्जाम्पल्स जो पूरे 2 साल में कहीं ना कहीं मैंशनड हैं, वो सारा हम अपनी डिटेल क्लासेस में बताते हैं विद डायग्राम्स. सो एंड देन हेयर वी आर ओनली फॉर द वन शॉट, सो लेट्स फोकस ऑन दैट. सो पोलर मॉलिक्यूल्स कांट पास थ्रू द लिपिड बायलेयर्स, and then we can see there are the movements. अगर हम transport की बात करें across the cell membrane, it has passive and active transport. It has no energy requirement, so there is no ATPs. A higher concentration to lower concentration. Diffusion, yes, may have neutral solutes का diffusion. Osmosis, yes, they may have water का transport by diffusion. Active में है pumps, sodium potassium pump is the most famous one, and then some carrier proteins are involved. एनर्जी डिपेंडेंट है, लो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन टू हायर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन की मूवमेंट के टाइम पर. देन नेक्स्ट वी टॉक अबाउट द सेल वॉल. सेल वॉल इज नॉन लिविंग एंड रिजिड. एल्गे के अंदर कॉम्पोजिशन है सेलुलोज, गैलेक्टन्स, मैनन्स एंड कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट. अदर प्लांट्स में इट इज सेलुलोज, हेमीसेलुलोज, पेक्टोज एंड प्रोटीन्स. फंजाई में इट इज काइटिन. यू कैन सी हियर दिस इज अगर हम आउटर टू इनर पढ़ते हैं तो देन वी शुड स्टडी अबाउट द मिडल लैमेला, विच इज ऑफ कैल्शियम पैक्टेट का बना हुआ है. ये ग्लू द नेबरिंग सेल्स टुगेदर, ठीक है. एंड इसके बाद हम देखते हैं प्राइमरी सेल वॉल, केपेबल ऑफ ग्रोथ. इट डिमिनिशेस एंड मैच्योर्स एंड फॉर्म्स द सेकेंडरी सेल वॉल इन द इनर साइड ऑफ द मेम्ब्रेन. रिमेंबर, इनर साइड. एंड द प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन इज द थर्ड इनर मोस्ट लेयर. इन सभी की कम्युनिकेशन प्लाज्मोडेस्मेटा से होती है. कनेक्ट्स द साइटोप्लाज्म, ट्रैवल्स इट ट्रांसवर्स मिडल लैमेला एंड द सेल वॉल. देन एंडोमेम्ब्रेन सिस्टम में है एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम, वैक्यूल, गोल्जी एपरेटस एंड लाइसोसोम्स. ये सब कोऑर्डिनेटेड फंक्शंस में पार्ट लेते हैं. आपने इसमें माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया लिखा हुआ देखा? नहीं. क्लोरोप्लास्ट देखा? नहीं, क्योंकि वो एंडोमेम्ब्रेन का पार्ट नहीं है. एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम की जब हम बात करते हैं तो एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम के अंदर वी कैन सी हेयर कि न्यूक्लियस के साथ ये कितना क्लोजली एसोसिएटेड है. सो ईआर डिवाइड्स इंट्रासेलुलर स्पेस इनटू ल्यूमिनल. इनसाइड द ईआर साइटोप्लाज्म को 2 डिवीजन में तोड़ रहा है ये. एक्स्ट्रा ल्यूमिनल इज द साइटोप्लाज्म. सो इट इज having RER, which is protein synthesis and secretion में responsible, और ये continuous with outer membrane, nuclear membrane के साथ. And it also has a network of tiny tubules scattered in the cytoplasm. Overall, you can see this. And ribosomes are attached to the outer surface only of the ER. So RER, often ribosomes are attached to it. It is often. And smooth में ribosomes are absent. So they are responsible more or less for synthesizing steroidal hormones in animal cells, and they are the major site for lipid synthesis. Then Golgi apparatus, they are densely stained reticular structure near the nucleus, and you can see this here. This is the cis form. As you can see, it is, yes, this is the cis form forming and the convex phase. Cis का opposite है trans phase, forming का है maturing, and convex का है concave. So you can see there the cisternae. This is 0.5 micrometer to 1 micrometer diameter, flat disc shaped sac like structure. They're stacked parallel to each other and they're concentrically arranged near the nucleus. A protein forms the ER, it fuses with the cis phase and they're modified, and they then modified करते उसको proteins को into glycoproteins and glycolipids. Maturing form में से they bud off in the form of lysosomes or vacuoles. So Camillo Golgi in 1898 first observed densely stained reticular structures near the nucleus, and these were later named as Golgi bodies after them. And rest are its structures and everything we have discussed here. Principally, its function is function of packaging of the material and to be covered either in the intracellular targets or secreted outside the cells. So materials to be packed in the form of vesicles from the ER fuse with the cis phase of the Golgi apparatus and move towards the maturing phase. This explains why the Golgi apparatus remains in close association with the ER. Right? Next we talk about the lysosomes. लाइसोसोम सिंगल मेम्ब्रेन होते हैं, हाइड्रोलाइटिक एंजाइम्स हैं इसके अंदर, लाइक लाइपेजेस, प्रोटीएजेस, कार्बोहाइड्रेजेस, न्यूक्लियसेस, एंड दे आर एक्टिव एट एसिडिक पीएच. दे आर आइसोलेटेड लाइसोसोमल वेसिकल्स. देन वी टॉक अबाउट दिस वैक्यूल. वैक्यूल्स हमने 3 तरह के बना के दिखाए हैं. दिस इज फॉर एज अ स्टोरेज वैक्यूल्स. इसकी मेम्ब्रेन सिंगल मेम्ब्रेन है, टोनोप्लास्ट कहते हैं. हायर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन है इसका अंदर आयंस का, एक्टिव अगेंस्ट कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ग्रेडियंट, एक्टिवली इसको ट्रांसपोर्ट करते हैं अंदर. और ये सेल सैप बना, वाटर है इसमें, नॉट यूजफुल मटेरियल भी इसमें स्टोर्ड है. एंड देन दे शेड ऑफ एंड पीरियोडिकली. excretory products are stored. So it is storage excretion में है, सबसे common method for the plants. Amoeba के अंदर contractile vacuole is temporary. That is for excretion and osmoregulation. Excretion, removal of ammonia waste, proteinaceous waste. Osmoregulation, excess water or salt जो भी इन्होंने intake किया है वो contractile vacuoles उसको throw कर देगा. Then comes the paramecium. फूड वैक्यूल्स इसमें फॉर्मेशन है, दैट इज टेम्पररी, जिसको बोलते हैं फैगोजोम. उसमें डाइजेस्टिव जूसेस एंटर करते हैं. दिस इज वन ऑफ द कॉमन मेथड इन द सिंगल सेल्स यूनिसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स के अंदर, इंट्रासेलुलर डाइजेशन. It is very common in protists as well as in poriferans. So vacuoles can occupy up to 90% of the volume of the cells, remember that. Then comes the mitochondria. It is not visible unless especially it is stained, and shape is sausage and cylindrical shape. Size is, length is 1 say 4.1 micrometer and diameter 0.2 to 1 micrometer. Average is 0.5 micrometer. The number is variable, depends on the physiological activities. So it divides by fission and it is the site of aerobic respiration. You can see the double membrane, it has specific enzymes. It divides the lumen into 2 aqueous compartments, outer membrane and inner membrane, जिसके बीच में intermembrane space है. Matrix is there जिसमें respiratory enzymes हैं for Krebs cycle, and Crista is there जिसमें F0 F1 activity हम पढ़ेंगे. 70S type ribosome, circular DNA, so it can make its important proteins. Enfolding of inner membrane towards matrix increases its surface area. So remember, it is inner membrane towards the matrix, and it is dense and homogeneous matrix substance fills the inner compartment. Then we talk about plastids. Plants में सब में होता है ये, all of them, and euglenoids में भी होता है. And you can see there they bear some specific pigments, thus imparting specific colors to the plants. These are easily observable under the microscope क्योंकि वो large size के होते हैं. और ये 3 टाइप्स के होते हैं. Chromoplast, which is fat soluble carotenoid pigments like carotenes, xanthophylls and others are present. The yellow, orange and red color देते हैं. Then leucoplast is mainly for the storage, जिसमें 3 categories हैं and they are colorless, varied shape and size. Amyloplast for carbs and starch storage. Elioplast for potatoes, right? And let me check. Potato is amyloplast. Please ensure ये हमें यहाँ पे shift करना है. Potato का example यहाँ आएगा amyloplast में. Elioplast is for oils and fats. जिससे एल्यूरॉन लेयर भी बनती है. सो एल्यूरोप्लास्ट, दैट इज प्रोटीन, दैट इज प्रोटीनेशियस पार्ट, एंड दैट इज फॉर ऑयल्स एंड फैट्स, एलियोप्लास्ट. So this is written directly there only. Chloroplast, it traps the light energy, and in the mesophyll cells you can find them majority, and it is the outer membrane and the inner membrane. Outer is more permeable, inner is less permeable. Granum, it is a stack of thylakoids, also known as intergranal thylakoids. Thylakoid is flattened, membranous sac-like structure, contains chlorophyll pigments. Stroma lamina is membranous, flat tubules, and which connects the thylakoids. Stroma is there, space is limited by inner membrane. It has enzymes for carbs and protein synthesis. It has its lumen inside. You can see the lumen, the cut portion is showing the lumen here. It has 70S and types of ribosome, and DS circular, that is double stranded circular DNA. Size, length is 5 to 10 micrometer, width 2 to 4 micrometer. Number, in Chlamydomonas it is just 1 per cell, और होने में mesophil में 20 to 40 per cell भी हो सकते हैं. Next comes the ribosomes. It was explained by George Palade, so also known as Palade particles. This is dense plus granular. It has no membranes. It has RNA plus proteins. There are of two kinds. It has made up of two subunits, larger and smaller subunit. Magnesium ion की presence में combine होते हैं. 70S type is seen in the prokaryotes with 50S and 30S subunits. 80S is present in eukaryotes for 60S and 40S. S means Swedberg unit, sedimentation coefficient, which measures size and density during centrifugation. It is a site of protein synthesis. Ribozymes क्या होते हैं? The nucleic acid based enzymes. So in George Palade, dense particles first observed under the electron microscope in 1953, and it is not surrounded by any membrane, right? Next is cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton is network of microtubules, microfilaments, intermediate filaments. इनकी combinations हैं जो endoskeleton का part भी बनती है, support देती है. ठीक है, collectively referred to as cytoskeleton. Mechanical support, motility, maintenance of shape of the cell. Cilia or flagella, they emerge from basal bodies, that is central-like structure. They are hair-like. Cilia is hair-like, outgrowth of cell membrane, small outgrowths. Flagella, अच्छा, cilia के बारे में एक और बात है, work like oars. So they cause movement either in the cell के surface पे होगा and surrounding fluid. Flagella comparatively longer, cell movement में help करता है. Eukaryotic flagella is not similar, it is dissimilar का sign. And तो eukaryotic flagella and prokaryotic flagella अलग होते हैं, they are structurally different. This is the diagram. Remember the plasma membrane, and it has peripheral microtubules doublets, 9 pair radially arranged, interdoublet bridges known as linkers. Central microtubules are there. There is a central bridge which connects the central microtubules, and it runs parallel to the long axis. Then radial spoke, there are 9 and they connect the central sheath to each peripheral doublets. Central sheath क्या है? Encloses the central microtubules. ये वाला diagram electron micrograph है. It is a plasma membrane and is a core known as exoneme. So the only human cell with flagella in sperm cells. Centrosome and centrioles. So here you can say non-membrane bound only in animal cells. This is amorphous pericentriolar material, and this is a perpendicular, it is cylindrical structure known as centriole, and one centriole each has cartwheel like organization. So that is a combination of all three is known as centrosome. And then centrioles, it forms a basal body and spindle fibers, and basal body से cilia flagella emerges, and spindle fibers it give rise to spindle apparatus which helps in cell division. Microbodies की बात करें, they are membrane bound, various enzymes are present in them. They could be spherosomes, glyoxysomes, peroxisomes, lomasomes and transosomes. So some are in only plants, some are in only animals, some are in both. Next comes the we will have nucleus described by Robert Brown. So Robert Brown, and this is a structure, you can see nucleoplasm, nucleolus, nuclear membrane, and nucleolus can be one or more than one spherical bodies. They are related to active rRNA synthesis, and then it has a nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm or the matrix. It contains chromatin or nucleolus. So chromatin, it is stained by basic dyes, name given by Fleming, elaborates nucleoprotein fibers. During interphase it is there, and nucleolus is responsible for this function, and number varies, either more than 1 or 0 enucleated. So striated muscles में और coconut में they more in number, and mature RBCs and sieve tubes में they are 0. So nucleolus, it is present more in cells carrying out protein synthesis. So you can see here inner membrane, outer membrane, there is a small bridge, a canal which is in a continuous, both the membranes are continuous with ER, but there is a nuclear pore through this membrane for minute pore formed by fusion of its membranes. The perinuclear space is 10 to 50 nanometer. Next we come to this part. This is the chromatin part. A loose and indistinct network of nucleoprotein fibers. They are histones, the basic proteins, and the DNA is 2 meter long in this particular paragraph. Same in 12th class moleculars, it is given 2.2. So protein, but we have to be, we have to judge it as per the sentence used. So protein, it is the non-histone part here. And this is the chromosome with kinetochore, primary construction or centromeres. That is, and this is the kinetochore disc-shaped structure. There are 23 pair of chromosomes in humans. And this is the satellite DNA. This is secondary construction, non-staining at constant location, small fragments. And this is metacentric, this is submetacentric, this is acrocentric, and this one is a telocentric. In metacentric, there are two equal arms. In submetacentric, one is a shorter and one is a longer one. And इसके बाद acrocentric में क्या होगा, एक extremely short arm है और दूसरा वाला थोड़ा comparatively longer है, क्योंकि वो centromere shift होता जा रहा है towards the apex. And the short arms terminal पे जाते ही वो telocentric है, तो इसमें arms एक तरफ ही हो जाती हैं hang. So that is there. And then this is a summary based on the presence or absence of membrane bound nucleus. This is the basis for, how the cells are modified and how they are classified. Endoplasmic reticulum contains tubules or cisternae, and enzymes for digestion of all types of macromolecules are present in lysosomes. Mitochondria help in oxidative phosphorylation and generation of adenosine triphosphate. And the grana in the plastid is the site of light reaction and the stroma of dark reaction. So with no gaps, let's continue with the biomolecules. So biomolecules elemental analysis, अगर हम देखते हैं तो difference in the relative abundance of carbon and hydrogen. So elements are given here. Oxygen सबसे ज़्यादा है in earth crust and human body you can see, but obviously in human body it is more, 65% by weight. Silicon is negligible in human body, but earth crust में 27.7 it is there. Remember the hydrogen K values have changed in the new NCRTs. Comparison of elements present in non-living and living matter is this particular thing. Next we talk about how to analyze chemical composition. So ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स में स्टडी होगा थ्रू ट्राइक्लोरोएसिटिक एसिड के साथ, जिसमें हमें दो sections मिलते हैं. One is the filtrate or more technically the acid soluble pool, and the second is the retentate or the acid insoluble fraction. Scientists have found thousands of organic compounds in the acid soluble pool. इनऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स डिस्ट्रक्टेबल एक्सपेरिमेंट्स हैं. फ्रेश सैंपल वेट वेट लेंगे, उसको एवेपोरेट करेंगे, माइनस उसमें सारा पानी चला जाएगा. ड्राई वेट बचेगा, उसको हमने बर्न ही किया एक तरह से. एंड वी कैन सी द एशेज. एशेज में क्योंकि ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड विल बी ऑक्सीडाइज टू CO2 एंड वाटर gaseous form में, ashes will be left. Inorganic components we can see in that, which is acid soluble pool part. So here is a summary of what we do as a chemical analysis में. a living tissue में trichloroacetic acid ऐसे add होता है, grind in the mortar and pestle so that इसमें biopolymers damage ना हो जाए, and thick slurry is made, and then it is through this चीज क्लोथ से इसको फिल्टर करेंगे. सो मैक्रोमोलिकुलर फ्रैक्शन, एसिड इनसॉल्युबल फ्रैक्शन, रिटेंटेट इज देयर, मोर देन 10,000 डाल्टन्स, प्रोटीन्स एंड न्यूक्लिक एसिड्स के पॉलीमर्स, पॉलीसेक्राइड्स एंड लिपिड्स. लिपिड इज नॉट पॉलीमरिक, it is present in the form of vesicles because it is water insoluble, and it is less than 800 daltons, small molecular weight, staining through cheese cloth. So acid soluble fraction is filtrate, 18 to 800 daltons, less than 10,000 daltons है. But thousands of organic compounds are also there in acid soluble fractions, plus inorganic like sulfates and phosphates are there, जो इस वाले आप देख सकते हो. Inorganic constituents की वाली table, sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, water, and the compounds like NaCl, calcium carbonate, phosphates and sulfates. Then we talk about this part, average composition of cells from abundance point of view say. So water is 70 to 90% of the total cellular mass, protein 10 to 15. उसके बाद आता है nucleic acid 5 to 7. Carbs is 3 and lipids is 2 and ions is 1. So water is the most abundant chemical in the living organisms. Then acids insoluble fractions are only of 4 types of organic compounds: proteins, nucleic acids, polysaccharides and lipids. So let's see. Lipids are not strictly macromolecules. So amino acids substituted methanes है. Definitely in our life classes, in our regular classrooms, what we do here at our centers, we are ensuring कि हमने अगर कोई टॉपिक पिकअप किया है तो उससे रिलेटेड जो भी है, चाहे वो 2-3 पेजेस स्किप करके एनसीईआरटी, हम उसको साइड बाय साइड पढ़ा देते हैं. जैसे अमीनो एसिड पढ़ेंगे साथ में हम पूरा प्रोटीन पढ़ते हैं, बट हेयर आई एम जस्ट फोकसिंग ऑन द सीक्वेंस ऑफ द एनसीईआरटी पेजेस. Amino acids, they are substituted methanes. So you can see this is amino acid, and you can see this zwitterion concept. Nature of the R group differs. They give rise to many amino acids. ये alpha carbon है, and here you can see the zwitterionic forms. Ionizable nature of amine and COH group. 3 types of amino acids are there with more number of amine. Their basic example is lysine, and more with the COH group. They're acidic, that is glutamic acid. Neutral, it is both equal in quantity, that is valine. You can see here the example of GAS. आप ऐसे याद रख सकते हो, गैस, GAS. ग्लाइसिन में हाइड्रोजन है, एंड एलेनिन में मिथाइल ग्रुप है, और सीरीन में हाइड्रोक्सी मिथाइल ग्रुप है. So there are 20 to make a protein. Those which occur in proteins, there are only 20 types of amino acids. इसके अलावा आपको aromatic amino acids भी ध्यान रखना है, जैसे टायरोसिन हो गया, फिनाइल एलेनिन एंड ट्रिप्टोफेन. लिपिड्स की बात करते हैं. लिपिड्स आर ओनली either they are saturated or they are unsaturated, but only double bonds exist. वाटर insoluble है ये. फैटी एसिड्स में अगर हम पामिटिक एसिड की बात करें, 16 कार्बन होता है, इंक्लूडिंग द कार्बोक्साइल ग्रुप कार्बन. सो यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट. एंड यू कैन सी, एंड एर्किडोनिक एसिड की अगर हम बात करते हैं, इट हैज़ 20 कार्बन एटम्स इंक्लूडिंग द कार्बोक्साइल कार्बन. सो ग्लिसरॉल विच इज ट्राईहाइड्रोक्सी प्रोपेन, इट इज़ हेयर. एंड यू कैन सी हेयर एसिड एंड अल्कोहल जब कंबाइन होता है तो एस्टर बनता है. अगर तीनों ही OH यहाँ पे ऑक्यूपाई हो जाएं, ये तीनों, तो ये बन जाएगा ट्राइग्लिसराइड. मोनो, डाई एंड ट्राइग्लिसराइड्स. एग्जाम्पल दिया हुआ है फॉस्फोलिपिड लेसिथीन एज अ ट्राइग्लिसराइड इन दिस बुक. इट हैज़ फॉस्फेट एंड फॉस्फोराइलेटेड ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स. यू कैन सी हियर इट इज़ प्रेजेंट इन द सेल मेम्ब्रेन. ये कोलेस्ट्रॉल का पिक्चर है, आपको डायग्राम ध्यान रखना है. OH ग्रुप लगा हुआ है. एंड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ मेल्टिंग पॉइंट, ऑयल्स का मेल्टिंग पॉइंट इज लेस, सो दे आर लिक्विड लाइक जिंजली ऑयल, एंड फैट्स का मेल्टिंग पॉइंट ज़्यादा है. So this is there. Primary and secondary metabolites. इसमें primary metabolites are the ones which are very useful. उनका function known होता है, and we can see thousands of them. But there are some other compounds whose function is unknown, or maybe they remain as it is. They are toxic and they need to be removed. So we can see analyze plant, fungal and microbial cells जिसमें देखे जाते हैं. Examples हम इस table को ही follow कर लेते हैं, and their role play in the nature. Some have ecological importance as well. So pigments में है carotenoids and anthocyanins etc. Alkaloids में morphine and codeine. Morphine is used as a painkiller post surgery, which is mentioned in human health chapter in the drugs portion. Terpenoids में है monoterpenes and diterpenes. Essential oils में lemongrass oils. Toxins में है abrin and ricin. Anti-grazing में help करेगा. Lectins are like small size proteins for drug delivery. So it is concavalin A. Drugs में है vinblastin, curcumin. Anti-inflammatory है. Polymeric substances, rubber, gums, cellulose, जिससे latex है, and they are used for synthetic fibers as well as condoms. Barrier methods are made of it. Some secondary metabolites are the examples here. Polysaccharides की जब हम बात करते हैं, so this is the monosaccharides joint. अगर वो same units हैं, they are homopolymers. उसके example है cellulose, जिसका है unit glucose. Inulin, remember it is not insulin. Insulin is a protein, that's a hormone. So it is inulin, it is fructose is the unit, and glycogen in animals, glucose is there, and starch is glucose again as a unit in plants, and they are the storehouse of energy. Chitin का monomer है NAG, NAG, N-acetyl glucosamine. And here you can see there are other kinds also. Now एक बात है, मैं ये वाला आपको पढ़ के बता देती हूँ. Starch forms helical secondary structures. In fact, starch can hold iodine molecule in the helical portion. Starch, iodine is blue in color. Starch with iodine is blue in color, remember. Cellulose does not contain complex helix and hence cannot hold the iodine. So there are more complex polysaccharides in nature. They have as building blocks. So amino sugars and chemically modified sugars like glucosamine, N-acetyl galactosamine, etc. So we have NAG and NAM. दे आर मॉडिफाइड. अगर नागो नाम एक साथ है तो पॉली दैट इज द the cell wall of the bacteria peptidoglycan is made up of. So वो heteropolymers होते हैं. Exoskeleton of arthropods, they have a complex polysaccharides called chitin. The complex polysaccharides are mostly homopolymers. So heteropolymer में an example दिया peptidoglycan. Carbohydrates are the major principal protectors, structural supporters of the living organisms. Next we talk about the glycogen part. इसका जो linear chain है, you can see non-reducing end is the left side and the reducing end is the right hand side. The first carbon का OH is available. See the first carbon in the non-reducing left side actually क्यों हुआ non-reducing? First carbon is consumed making glycosidic bond. That's why alpha 1,4 and branch होता है alpha 1,6. So that is there and diagrammatic representation of a portion of the glycogen. So that is all we have done. Chitin is a complex polysaccharide. Arthropod का exoskeleton है. Monomer है इसका N-acetyl galactosamine. Inulin is homopolymer of fructose. Cellulose is helical structure absent, can't hold iodine. Plant cell wall, paper, pulp, glucose. They all are like hemicellulose का examples. Homopolymers. Proteins, they are the linear chain of amino acids linked by peptide bonds. Protein और कुछ important उसके functions, they are very important. Collagen, intercellular ground substance in connective tissues. Trypsin is the enzyme for, it is proteolytic. Protein का breakdown करता है. Insulin hormone, glucose, cellular uptake of glucose. Insulin is actually helping for the glucose entry to the cells. Antibodies, they fight off infectious agents. Receptors में हैं sensory reception, smell, taste, hormone, etc. GLUT4 enables the glucose transport into the cells. Amino acids की अगर हम बात करें, there are two types, essential and non-essential. Essential, they are required from the diet. They can't be synthesized by our body, and non-essential can be. And they're joined by peptide bonds, amino acids. So they are heteropolymers because हर अलग अलग टाइप का अमीनो एसिड प्रोटीन में ऐड होता है. Then we talk about collagen. It is the most abundant protein in the animal world and in plant in the biosphere. It is rubisco, जिसका full form है ribulose biphosphate carboxylase oxygenase. It is the most abundant protein in the whole of the biosphere. We should say rather bisphosphate, right? And biological structure of proteins की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो ये है प्राइमरी स्ट्रक्चर, सीक्वेंस ऑफ अमीनो एसिड्स. प्राइमरी में हमें सीक्वेंस ऑफ अमीनो एसिड पता चल जाता है, पोजिशनल इंफॉर्मेशन मिल जाती है. एन टर्मिनल इज ऑलवेज लाइक अमाइनो, फर्स्ट अमाइनो होता है एन टर्मिनल, लेफ्ट हैंड फर्स्ट अमीनो एसिड, एंड द लास्ट वन इज ऑलवेज COH, सी टर्मिनल. So differs, and that's how we talk about it. Then we see secondary structures में alpha helix, right-handed helix है, beta plated sheet है, and only right proteins में only right-handed helix are observed. Tertiary structures की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो इसमें tertiary structure is absolutely necessary for many biological activities of proteins. You can see hydrogen bonds, disulfide bonds, 3D view, hollow woolen ball structure. Quaternary structures में some proteins are an assembly of more than one polypeptide or subunits. So quaternary structure of a protein, adult human hemoglobin consists of 4 subunits. So there are 2 alpha and 2 beta adult hemoglobin में architecture of protein, that is the quaternary one. Fetal hemoglobin is not in our course, but we teach them in the life classes where we explain then what is the difference and what happens after the birth. Nucleic acids में we can see this is the other types of macromolecules. Insoluble fraction में माया जाता है. The building block of it is a nucleotide, and heterocyclic compounds है one of them, and the second is a monosaccharide, that is a pentose sugar, ribose and deoxyribose. Ribose is forming the RNA, deoxyribose is forming the DNA, and the third is the phosphate. And then we see the purine and pyrimidines as a heterocyclic compound. Purine is adenine and guanine, and pyrimidine is uracil, cytosine and thymine. So building blocks mein, this is the phosphate, this is adenine, this is the OH, this is a nucleotide overall, heterocyclic ring, and the sugar, the ribose sugar as a 2' has OH. So like this we can see purine and pyrimidine. The adenine is a purine with 2 rings, and adenine and guanine are the components of purine category, and pyrimidine में आते हैं CUT cut, remember, cytosine, uracil and thymine, they are the double ring structures. Then nucleoside, side में लगा sugar, ऐसे याद करते हैं. तो adenosine and guanosine, और थाइमीन में बनेगा न्यूक्लियोसाइड थाइमिडीन, यूरिडीन एंड साइटिडीन. और टाइटली जुड़ा फॉस्फेट, टाइटली तो न्यूक्लियोटाइड adenylate acid, guanylate acid, thymidylate acid, uridylate acid and cytidylate acid. Next आता है enzymes. Enzymes they are tertiary proteins mostly. Almost all enzymes are proteins. Some nucleic acids behave as enzymes, जिसको ribozymes कहते हैं. They have a primary structure like enzymes, but second and tertiary, mostly tertiary are most stable enzymes. Protein chain folds on itself and they crisscross, forms many pockets. One such pocket forms active site, remember, one such. So substrate added to the enzyme. Taq polymerase is like one of the example which can work in a very high temperature of up to 80 to 90 degrees Celsius. So we are using them in the PCR because they're thermophilic organisms. Thermus aquaticus, जिसका enzyme होता है Taq polymerase. The pocket in which substrate fits, that is the active site. What is the rate of biological reactions? इसमें हम देखते हैं two types of changes, physical changes without breaking of bonds and a change in state of matter. But bonds are broken and new bonds are formed in chemical reactions. Hydrolysis of starch into glucose is an organic chemical reaction. Rate of a physical or a chemical process refers to the amount of product formed per unit time. And you can see it is a velocity because it has a direction. It is influenced by temperature. अगर हम 10 डिग्री बढ़ा देते हैं तो ये रेट डबल हो जाएगा और 10 डिग्री घटाएंगे तो रेट हाफ हो जाएगा. So it is vastly higher than the same but uncatalyzed reactions. So carbonic anhydrase is the reaction which is enhanced in the RBCs. CO2 plus water का combination giving carbonic acid 10 million times बढ़ गया अगर catalyst है. और अगर catalyst नहीं है तो ये बहुत ही slow है. It is just 200 molecules of H2CO3 being formed in an hour in a water outside. मतलब living cells के बाहर अगर ये same reaction हो भी रही है तो ये इतना slow है. So it is 6 lakh molecules being formed every second. So it has accelerated the reaction by 10 million times. Right, and that's what the title of my institute bio is, Catalyst to Learning Experience. So definition, a multi-step chemical reaction when each of the steps is catalyzed by the same enzyme complex or different enzyme, it is a metabolic pathways. Example है यहाँ पे glycolysis, जिसमें glycolysis के 10 steps हैं. हर एक step में अलग अलग catalysts use हुए हैं, but not all of them in your course. Under anaerobic conditions, lactic acid is formed. Under normal anaerobic conditions, pyruvic acid is formed. So even enzymes भी अपने oxygen के presence और absence में different reaction routes ले सकता है. तो एक metabolism अलग अलग routes ले सकता है depending on the internal environment. Right? So next comes to concept of activation energy. So let's see what is a reaction. Then enzyme plus substrate attaches, forms a transient state structure, obligatory है ये, and it is transient, it is, and then altered structural state, all are unstable, and then it is E plus P, they both separate, stable product बन जाता है. So altered structural states आते हैं, many, there can be few to many. Enzyme का क्या रोल है, लेट्स सी. इम्प्लिसिट इन दिस स्टेटमेंट इज द फैक्ट दैट ऑल द अदर इंटरमीडिएट स्ट्रक्चरल स्टेट्स दे ऑल आर अनस्टेबल जब तक कि वो प्रोडक्ट और एंजाइम नहीं बन के सेपरेट हो जाते हैं. तो ये है एक्स एक्सिस पे प्रोग्रेस ऑफ रिएक्शन एंड पोटेंशियल एनर्जी ऑन वाई एक्सिस. सो सबस्ट्रेट का एनर्जी यहाँ पर मैंशनड है और नीचे है प्रोडक्ट. तो ये है एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन. और यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हो ट्रांजिशन स्टेट के दो है, एक्टिवेशन एनर्जी विदाउट एंजाइम और एक है विद एंजाइम्स. Energy is required here, so S has to go through TS, the transition state, to convert into its product. So we can see here that whether it is an exothermic or spontaneous reaction or an endothermic or energy requiring reaction, the S has to go through a much higher energy state or transition state. So that is what. So difference in the average energy content of the substrate from that of its transition state is called activation energy. नेचर ऑफ एंजाइम एक्शन अगर हम देखते हैं तो एंजाइम का एक्टिव साइट इज सबस्ट्रेट एंड दिस इज हाउ इट जॉइन. एंजाइम स्लाइटली ऑल्टर्स इट शेप टू फिट सबस्ट्रेट्स मोर टाइटली. एंजाइम प्रोडक्ट कॉम्प्लेक्स बना, केमिकल बॉन्ड्स ऑफ सबस्ट्रेट्स आर ब्रोकन, रिलीज ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट्स एंड द एंजाइम इज रेडी टू बाइंड टू अनदर मॉलिक्यूल. So these transition states are highly unstable and short-lived. So remember that. And this is a catalytic cycle. This can become as jumbled statements and you have to rearrange them in the correct order. So what is the correct order? Let's check it out. Fitting into the active site substrate का वैसे हमने यहाँ पे पूरा read out कर दिया है. Alter its shape. The binding of the substrate induces the enzyme to alter its shape, fitting more tightly around the substrate. Remember the enzyme का active site का shape change होगा ना, induced model. So active site of the enzyme now in close proximity of the substrate breaks the chemical bonds of the substrate and the new enzyme product complex is formed. The enzyme releases the products of the reaction and the free enzyme is ready to bind to another molecules of the substrate and run through the catalytic cycle once again. Factors affecting the enzyme ability. It is the activity of an enzyme can be affected by a change in the condition which can alter the tertiary structure of the proteins. These includes temperature, pH, change in substrate concentration, binding of specific chemicals that regulates its activity. So temperature and pH. So it is the highest activity is seen at the optimum values in both the cases. In case of temperature में low temperature पे the enzyme becomes inactive, but in high temperature it gets denatured. Then we can see here substrate concentration. So here in the substrate is on the x-axis and Vmax is there. Velocity of the reaction. So we see that जैसे जैसे substrate binding बढ़ेगा तो definitely ये curve लेगा. तो यहाँ पर Vmax by half, अगर Vmax हमें पता है तो Vmax by half हम प्लॉट कर सकते हैं. उसका परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉप डाउन किया तो हमें Km मिलता है. So this Km is Michaelis-Menten constant and it reflects the affinity of the enzyme for a substrate. Km is the substrate concentration at which half of the maximum velocity is reached, Vmax by 2. It's independent of substrate concentration and there is no further increase at this, this is saturation. क्योंकि enzymes के comparison में substrate काफ़ी ज़्यादा है तो all the active sites are blocked. Next we see third thing which affects the enzyme activity are the inhibitors, and when the binding of the chemical shuts off enzyme activity उसको inhibition कहते हैं और उस chemical को inhibitors. Example succinate dehydrogenase enzyme में succinate आके attach होता है. Normally वो fumarate बनता है as a product. लेकिन inhibitors अगर आ जाता है मेलोनेट तो मेलोनेट के प्रेजेंस में विच इज स्ट्रक्चरली सिमिलर टू सक्सिनेट तो एंजाइम में बाइंडिंग हो जाती है उसके साथ और वो प्रोडक्ट नहीं बनने देते. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो हेल्पफुल इन फॉर्मेशन इन इनहिबिटिंग द बैक्टीरियल सेल वॉल फॉर्मेशन जो कि पैथोजेनिक बैक्टीरियाज के लिए हम इस तरह से एंटीबायोटिक्स में यानी कि मेडिसिन्स के अंदर फार्माकोलॉजी में इसका यूसेज है. Inhibitors are of three types: competitive, non-competitive and allosteric. So competitive में it is reversible, Km is increasing and Vmax has no change, and non-competitive में it is irreversible, Vmax is reduced, Km has no change. Example is cyanide in the ETC in mitochondria. So that is there. Allosteric में basically वो अपने active sites के अलावा अगर inhibitor कहीं और जाके enzyme पे bind हो जाता है और वो वहीं से दूर से ही allosteric site से another site से वो binding of substrate with the active site रोक देता है तो उसको allosteric behavior कहते हैं. So next is classification of enzymes. Classification of enzymes, they have 6 classes and each enzyme has 4-digit numbers. 4 to 13 subclasses है इसमें. And we can remember only the hard working learners improve lives. So O से oxidoreductase, T से transferases, H से hydrolases, L से lyases, I से isomerases, L से ligases. So we can see all this types of bindings. एक एक करके reactions आप देख सकते हो. जैसे फर्स्ट वाले में अगर हम देखते हैं रिडॉक्स रिएक्शन होगा, सेकेंड वाले में ट्रांसफर ऑफ ग्रुप्स होगा, थर्ड वाले में हाइड्रोलाइसिस ऑफ ईस्टर बॉन्ड, एथर पेप्टाइड ग्लाइकोसिडिक, कार्बन कार्बन बॉन्ड्स, कार्बन हेलाइड्स एंड फॉस्फेट नाइट्रोजन बॉन्ड्स का कैटलाइजेशन. एंड लाइजेज में लीविंग अ डबल बॉन्ड, आइसोमरेज में आइसोमर फॉर्मेशन, इंटर कन्वर्जन ऑफ ऑप्टिकल, ज्योमेट्रिक और पोजिशनल आइसोमर्स. Ligases के अंदर होगा linking together of 2 compounds like enzymes which catalyze joining of carbon oxygen, carbon sulfur, carbon nitrogen, phosphorus oxygen etc. bonds. Co-factors की बात करते हैं. Co-factors में enzymes are simple enzymes, they are only protein part. Conjugated enzymes में co-factors they are non-protein part and apoenzyme is the protein part. ये 3 तरह के होते हैं: prosthetic group, coenzymes and metal ions. Prosthetic group organic है, tightly bound to apoenzymes. Example, heme is the prosthetic group for peroxidase and catalase. Coenzyme में है organic, loosely bound to apoenzyme during catalysis. Example NAD and NADP, niacin containing. Metal ions में coordination bond है with side chains and with two or more with substrates. Example zinc for carboxy peptidases. Then this is the summary. We can see metabolic reaction occurs, appear to be remarkably similar. Relative abundance of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen is higher in living system when compared to the inanimate matter, that is non-living. The most abundant chemical in living organisms is water. There are 20 types of amino acids and 5 types of nucleotides. Fats and oils are glycerides, in which fatty acids are esterified to glycerol. Phospholipids contain in addition a phosphorylated nitrogenous compound. Only 3 types of macromolecules, proteins, nucleic acids and polysaccharides are found in the living system. Lipids, because of their association with membranes, separate in a macromolecular fractions. Bio-macromolecules have a hierarchy of structures: primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary. And this we have done. That's all. So that is all we have done, discussed. Next come to the third and the last chapter जो इसके अंदर है, that is cell cycle and division. Hats off to you all that you all are listening to it. Very good. Keep it up. So here, growth and reproduction are the characteristics of cells in need of all living organisms. ठीक है. So here the cell cycle में is a sequence at a glance: cell duplication of a genome, then other constituents synthesized and division into 2 daughter cells. So DNA replication and cell growth hence have to take place in a coordinated way to ensure correct division and formation of progeny cells. Although cell growth in terms of cytoplasmic increase is a continuous process, so DNA synthesis occurs only during one specific stage in the cell cycle, that is S phase. So let's see this picture. जिसमें हम देखते हैं M phase है और interphase में बहुत सारे phases हैं. G1 1 gap 1 phase, synthetic phase, G2 phase. And we can see here M phase सिर्फ 5% टाइम लेगा. Phase of the actual cell division, that is mitosis और meiosis, जिसमें karyokinesis होगा, nuclear division and then cytoplasmic division. G0 phase जो होता है, that is the quiescent stage, metabolically active, do not, इसमें जो cells proliferate नहीं करते, do not proliferate. And G1 phase में it is between mitosis and initiation of DNA replication. Duplication of most organelles takes place here. Cell is metabolically active. Synthetic phase में है synthesis of DNA. Amount of DNA per cell doubles. DNA, so it becomes 2C, say 4C. C here is actually the molecular weight. We're talking about the molecular, weight. So, but the ploidy condition remains the same. They are counted as a single chromosome because they are attached with a centromere. Till the time the sister chromatids are attached to a centromere, they are considered to be a single chromosome counting. So the ploidy remains the same. So 2n will remain 2n, n will remain the n. So number of chromosomes remains same in the S phase. Then we come to the centriole duplication also, which takes place independently in the cytoplasm during the S phase. G2, the gap 2 phase, it is for the protein synthesis and cytoplasmic growth, and that is there. And then we'll talking about the NCERT focus points. Now here there are some questions which you have to remember. How do plants and animals continue to grow all their lives? They don't grow all their lives, that is exceptions are there. Do all the cells, मतलब ये है how they are doing, that is meristematic and stem cell is the answer. थोड़ा सा ये ऊपर लाइन हो गया है. So do all cells in a plant divide all the time? No. Do you think all cells continue to divide in all plants and animals? No, it is the meristematic which only divides. Can you tell the name and the location of the tissues having cells that divide all their lives in the higher plants? Yes, meristematic zones. Do animals have similar meristematic tissues? They don't have typically similar, but their stem cells are doing the functions. Okay, so let's continue. Here, ploidy, polyploidy is presence of more than 2 chromosomes. So here it will 2 sets of genome actually. So here we can see, now there are 16. अगर एक हम study करें mitosis in onion root tip cells, it has 16 chromosomes in each cell. So can you tell how many chromosomes will be the cell have at the G1 phase? 16. And after S phase and after M phase, they will have 16. And what will be the DNA content of the cells at the G1? It is 2C, and after S it is 4C, and at a G2 it will remain 4C. परमानेंट जी नॉट में जाते हैं हार्ट सेल्स, नर्व सेल्स और मसल सेल्स. टेम्पररी में होते हैं स्टेम सेल्स ड्यूरिंग इंजरी फॉर रिप्लेसमेंट, देन दे कैन अगेन एंटर इनटू द इंटरफेज एंड एम फेज. Next is some exceptionals. In animals, mitotic cell division is only seen in diploid somatic cells. However, there are few exceptions to this where haploid cells divide by mitosis. Male honeybees is an example, and the plants can show mitotic division both haploid and diploid cells from your recollection of examples of alternation of generation plants, that is the sporophytic and gametophytic stages. Then we talk about the M phase. It is the most dramatic period. It has prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase, and followed by cytokinesis. The PMAT, progressive process of 4 stages. Prophase, initiation of condensation of chromosome material untangled, first phase, and this is early prophase diagram. This is late prophase. थोड़ा diagram के बीच में difference देखो आप. यहाँ पे जो न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन है धीरे धीरे डिसइंटीग्रेट हो रही है. Initiation of mitotic spindle किससे होगा? Using microtubules or proteins of cells, also known as esters, and radiated by centrosomes. आपको पता है ना माइटोटिक एपरेटस किसे कहते हैं? अभी हमने सेल चैप्टर में देखा था. 2 एस्टर्स प्लस स्पिंडल फाइबर्स. माइटोटिक एपरेटस का कॉम्बिनेशन है. देन वी सी हेयर लेट प्रोफेज में डिसअपेयरेंस ऑफ ऑर्गेनल्स होता है. मेटाफेज के अंदर, हम मेटाफेज में अब जाएंगे, तो मेटाफेज के अंदर we can see here complete disintegration of nuclear envelope, complete condensation of chromosomes. ये transition to metaphase का point है. Morphology of chromosome is best studied at the phase metaphase. Homologous chromosomes or sister chromatids are going to be there. You can see them. Small disc-shaped kinetochores are the site of attachment with spindles. Chromosomes are highly condensed. Spindle fibers are showing amphiestral rays. So metaphase plate is there, right? So that is there. So in that case, anaphase is there. Anaphase में we have anaphase. So let's see about the anaphase. Retracting of spindle fibers and movement of chromosomes to their opposite poles. So here anaphase, if you talk about the anaphase part, it is retracting of spindle fibers and movements of chromosomes to their opposite poles. As a result, centromere splits. Chromosome appears as IVJL shapes. Chromatids move to opposite poles. Arms trailing behind, remember in anaphase. So simultaneously split hota hai. The metaphase plate is split simultaneously and the 2 daughter chromatids are now referred to as daughter chromosomes of the future daughter nuclei. So as each chromosome moves away from the equatorial plate, the centromere of each chromosome remains directed towards the pole and hence at a leading edge. So that is all. Chromosomes at respective poles decondense and lose individuality in telophase. And in case of plants, so in case of plant cells, wall formation by cell plate or the middle lamella between walls of the 2 adjacent cells are there, center to periphery in the plant cells via cell plate या middle lamella formation. So phragmoplast किसे कहते हैं? Endoplasmic reticulum plus dictyosomes का जो combination है, that is phragmoplast in plant cells. So that helps in the splitting. In animal cells, from periphery to center, cell furrows in the plasma membrane deepens in the animal cells. So here telophase अगर हम देखते हैं, so telophase में identity of the chromosomes is lost as a and now chromosomes cluster at opposite spindle poles and their identity is lost as discrete elements. So nuclear envelope develops around the chromosomes cluster at each pole, forming 2 daughter nuclei, nucleolus, Golgi complex and ER reforms. Next is cytokinesis. It is cytoplasm का division. Significance of meiosis interface इसमें क्या होगा? Basically significance is it is for the growth of the multicellular organisms, identical haploid cells. Cell growth disturbs, nucleus to cytoplasmic ratio. So mitosis restores a cell back to the balance. Cell repair like epidermal cells, upper layers, lining of gut, blood cells, and meristem's may grow throughout the lifetime. Okay, and then mitosis always in the diploid cells, but lower plants and social insects. In male honeybees, there are exceptions. Next, we talk about meiosis. Meiosis is a single cycle of a DNA replication. 2 sequential cycles for nuclear and cell division. So testes and ovaries both undergo mitosis and meiosis. Remember, both divisions are seen there. And Recombination is between the non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosomes. Meiosis 1 के 4 phases हैं, meiosis 2 के भी similar 4 phases हैं. They are different definitely, तो उसमें events में थोड़ा differences हैं. And let's talk about the prophase 1. So in the stage of a prophase 1 is longer, more complex, nucleolus disappears, nuclear membrane breaks down. इसमें 5 सब स्टेजेस हैं, लेप्टोटीन, जाइगोटीन, पेकाइटीन, डिप्लोटीन एंड डाइकिनेसिस. उसके जल्दी से हम इसके सारे फीचर्स पढ़ लेते हैं. लेप्टोटीन शॉर्ट लिव्ड है, क्रोमोसोम स्टार्ट्स कंडेंसिंग एंड हेंस बिकम्स विजिबल. जाइगोटीन इज शॉर्ट लिव्ड, synapses of homologous chromosomes synaptonemal complex बनाता है. By electron micrographs it is clear that the chromosome synapses is accomplished by the formation of complex structures called synaptonemal complex. The complex formed by a pair of synapsed homologous chromosomes is called as a bivalent or a tetrad. Pachytene, it is a longer phase. Bivalent chromosomes now appear clearly as tetrads. Recombination nodules where exchange of genetic material takes place by recombinase enzyme. Crossing over is complete at the end with linked homologous chromosomes and crossing over sites. Diplotin में dissolution of synaptonemal complex. Tendency to separate the homologous chromosomes except crossing over sites. X-shaped chiasmata. Oocytes of vertebrates are in diplotin up to months or years. That is female oogenesis के केस में. Dikinesis, it is a chiasmata terminalization, fully condensed chromosomes, meiotic spindle assembled, nucleolus and nuclear membrane disappears towards the end. Then chromosomes doesn't disappear much after this end of the, if we talk about all the stages of the prophase 1, nuclear membrane and इसमें अगर हम बात करें इसके अंदर, all these stages have taken place. So now this is the prophase 1 which is ending over. So prophase 1 then comes to metaphase 1, then anaphase 1 and then telophase 1. So let's see. Now prophase 1, longer and more complex, nucleolus disappears, nuclear membrane breaks down, and dikinesis represents the metaphase 1, shifting of prophase 1 to metaphase 1. So the microtubules are aligned at the equatorial plate. Homologous chromosomes, they are the bivalent, and the anaphase 1 is there. And you can see here, so random segregation is there. Anaphase 1, and this is the telophase 1. Separation of homologous chromosomes, and then synaptonemal complex remains associated with the centromeres. So next we talk about meiosis 2. Meiosis 2 is same as mitosis. It is interkinesis is there in between them. So it is much simpler than the prophase 1. And एक बात आपको मैं बता दूँ, उसमें हमने कोई भी point, I hope we have not missed it. Yes, interkinesis is short-lived. Yes, cytokinesis dyad of cells बनाता है, right? And the chromosomes doesn't disappear much. And disperse नहीं होते ज़्यादा, not dissipate, disperse, and nuclear membrane and nucleolus appears. So next talk about the meiosis 2. It is the same as mitosis. So the immediately after cytokinesis happens, nuclear membrane disappears by the end of the prophase 2, and in metaphase 2 kinetochore formation है, spindle sister chromatids attached. Anaphase में simultaneous splitting of the centromere, shortening of microtubules. Telophase 2, formation of tetrads of cells, 4 haploid daughter cells. So you can see here prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2, telophase 2. So it is random segregation, so simultaneous splitting of centromere of each chromosomes. Significance of meiosis: conservation of specific chromosomes, number of each species is achieved across generation in sexually reproducing organisms. Then it increases the genetic variability in the population of organisms from one generation to the next. Variation are very simple for the process of evolution. Summary में कुछ highly important बातें हैं. Cells arise from pre-existing cells, that is our Virchow's line. Any sexually reproducing organism starts its life from a single cell zygote. Cell division does not stop with the formation of the mature organisms but continues throughout its life cycle. 2 phases are there in this cell cycle: interphase and M phase, mitosis phase. And the very important, most of the organelles duplication also occurs during this phase, during G1. Right, and S phase marks the phase of DNA replication and chromosome duplication. And Yes. G2 phase is a period of cytoplasmic growth. So mitosis is also divided into 4 stages, and chromosome condensation occurs during prophase. Simultaneously, centroles move to the opposite poles, nuclear envelope and the nucleolus disappears and the spindle fiber starts appearing. Metaphase is marked by the alignment of chromosomes at the equatorial plate, and the centromere divides and the chromatid starts moving towards the two opposite poles in anaphase, right? So remember, this is in the prophase and this is in the anaphase, and the nuclear division is then followed by cytoplasmic division. It's called cytokinesis, and it is an equational division mitosis. Chromosome number of the parent is conserved in the daughter cells, and whereas in the other case, in contrast, in mitosis, meiosis occurs in diploid cells only to form gametes. Reductional division and sexual reproduction, where two gametes fuse, the chromosome number is restored to the value in the parent. And division may the homologous chromosomes pairs to form bivalents and undergo crossing over. Okay, and this is followed by anaphase 2, anaphase 1, in which homologous chromosomes move to the opposite poles with both their chromatids. So it is talking about during the metaphase 1, the bivalent arranged on the equatorial plate. And then it is followed by anaphase 1. So each pole receives half the chromosome numbers of the parent cells. So in telophase 1, the nuclear membrane and the nucleolus reappears. Meiosis 2 is similar to mitosis. During anaphase 2, the sister chromatid separates. Thus, at the end of the meiosis, 4 haploid cells are formed. So that's all today. Okay, students, so I'll come back soon with unit number 4 and so on. Thank you for watching us.